He is the most feared striker on the planet. Defenders tremble when they see him. Goalkeepers have nightmares about him. He scores goals for fun, hat tricks, bicycle kicks, powerful left-footed rockets. At just 25, Erling Haaland has broken records that took legends a lifetime to achieve. But behind the goals, behind the celebrations, behind the billions in transfer fees, there is a secret, a truth that he has never told anyone. Until now. Today, at 25, Erling Haaland finally reveals what we all suspected. And when you hear it, Erling Haaland was not born in a football factory. He was born in Leeds, England, but his heart belonged to Norway. His father, Alfie Haaland, was a professional footballer who played for Manchester City and Leeds United. But Erling never saw his father play at his peak. Alfie's career was cut short by a brutal tackle from Roy Keane, a tackle that ended his football dreams. Young Erling watched his father limp around the house. He saw the pain in his eyes. One day, 6-year-old Erling asked, "Dad, why can't you play anymore?" Alfie looked at his son and said, "Because football is cruel sometimes, son. But you can be different. You can be stronger." That day, Erling made a promise, not to his father, but to himself. "I will never let anyone take my dream away." And he started training. Not like a normal kid. He would train for hours, shooting, sprinting, jumping. His neighbors thought he was crazy. But Erling didn't care. He had a mission. At 16, Erling Haaland joined Molde FK in Norway. His coach was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the same man who would later become Manchester United's manager. Solskjaer saw something special in Erling. This boy, in his first season, Erling scored goals that made people's jaws drop. He was tall, fast, and ruthless. Defenders bounced off him like ragdolls. Then came Red Bull Salzburg. Then Borussia Dortmund. And then, the world. At Dortmund, Erling scored a hat trick in his debut match. The world was shocked. Who was this Viking from Norway? But Erling was not surprised. He knew exactly what he was doing. Every night, he would call his father and say, "Dad, I scored again. This one is for you." Alfie would smile, but inside, he was worried. He knew the price of success, and he knew his son was climbing too fast. Erling Haaland became a global superstar. He broke record after record. He became the fastest player to reach 50 Champions League goals. He was compared to Messi, Ronaldo, and every legend in between. But behind the celebrations, Erling was hiding something. He never smiled in interviews. He never showed emotion. People called him cold. They called him a robot. They said, "Haaland has no feelings. He only cares about goals." But they were wrong. Erling was carrying a weight that nobody knew about. His father's injury, his family's sacrifice, his own fear of failure. Every time he stepped on the pitch, he was not just playing football, he was fighting a ghost. He would sometimes sit alone in his room and stare at the ceiling. He would remember his father limping. He would remember the promise he made at 6. And he would whisper, "I cannot fail. I cannot fail. I cannot fail." In his first season, he scored 52 goals in 53 games. He broke the Premier League scoring record. He won the treble, Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League. He was the best player in the world. But during the Champions League final celebrations, Erling disappeared. While his teammates were dancing and singing, Erling was sitting alone in the dressing room. He was crying. A teammate found him and asked, "Erling, why are you crying? We won. You are the best." Erling looked up and said, "I am tired. I am so tired of being perfect. I just want to be a normal boy. I just want my father to watch me without pain." That moment, that raw, unfiltered moment, was the first time Erling showed his true self. The mask was finally cracking. Now at 25, Erling Haaland has finally revealed the truth. In a private conversation with his closest friends, he said, "I have been playing with pain for 3 years. My knees are damaged. My joints are worn out. Every match I play, I take injections. I don't feel joy anymore. I only feel pressure." He revealed that he has been hiding a chronic knee condition, the same condition that forced his father to retire early. "I always thought I could beat it. I thought I was stronger than my father. But I am not. I am just like him. And I am scared that one day, I will wake up and I won't be able to run anymore." The world was shocked. The strongest striker on the planet was falling apart. Erling said, "I don't play for records. I don't play for money. I play because I am terrified of becoming a failure. I am terrified of letting my father down." Erling called his father after that conversation. He couldn't hold it in anymore. Dad, I am tired. I am in pain. I don't know how much longer I can do this. His father was silent for a long time. Then he said, Son, I never asked you to be perfect. I never asked you to carry my burden. I only asked you to be happy. If you want to stop, stop. I will still be proud of you. Erling broke down. He cried like a 6-year-old boy again. For 19 years, he had been carrying a promise that was never asked of him. He had been running away from his father's pain, but he forgot to run toward his own happiness. That night, Erling made a new promise to himself. I will play for joy. I will play for love. And when my body says stop, I will stop. No guilt. No shame. Today, at 25, Erling Haaland has revealed his truth to the world, not with anger, not with sadness, but with peace. He said, I am not a robot. I am a human being. I have pain. I have fear. I have doubt. But I also have love, love for my father, love for my family, love for the game that gave me everything. He announced that he will start managing his minutes. He will listen to his body. He may not break every record. He may not win every trophy, but he will smile again. He ended with a message for every young footballer. Don't chase my records. Chase your happiness. Because when the cheering stops, the only thing that remains is how you feel about yourself. And I finally feel free. The world didn't see a robot that day. They saw a 25-year-old boy who finally forgave himself. And for the first time in years, Erling Haaland smiled. A real smile. Not for the camera, for himself.